We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
A first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want none.
Kamara trying the right side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Down. 8, read. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch
Damn, I
tight
got
end.
Kyle Rudolph
Tight
on this
right,
team
tight
too.
Hey, wahoo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
45's the mic. Hey, do. Ready?
From the gun, Clifford. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Set. 18, Gator.
Let's
go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Smooth.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 52's the mic, right here. Right? 52's the mic.
Throwing on first down, Clifford. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Bravo! Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, come on,
that'll
guys.
Be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Jesus.
The All-Pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go!
To throw again, Clifford.
What the fuck, man? What's that throw? What are we doing?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
High 7, let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ugh, fuck. God damn, dude. I gotta wake up. I'm tired.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready. 30 pace, let's go.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Undercrush, 61. Matchbox, light. Ready.
They run the counter. It's Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson.
Oh shit, I got Pat Pete.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
What the fuck you talking about glitches, bro? Ain't nobody glitching out here.
Hey, Sam
I
off.
just can't throw it straight to my fucking user.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here.
Operating from the gun. Clifford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Throwing again. Clifford. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Box trot.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
He'll find Lindsey here. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Haywood.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Check.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
Watch the run.
Smoke. 58's the mic. 58. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
58's the mic.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Set, ready? 10-2 saw. Recon, 132 fighter. We want it. Come to my world. Swing. Ready?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 8.
What the fuck,
Looking
man?
in zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know as a defensive back, I was taught to play it the way that we just saw. Use the back line as an extra defender and make sure they throw it over your head and not in front of you. In front of you means it's a touchdown.
Nice.
Over your head, you've got a much better chance.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down,
Oh, my
took the
God.
shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check it.
A give to Kamara running right. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
52's the
Hey, high 7. Now.
From the gun, Clifford. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Parker, 29 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hauschka with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
You could run another play and spike it. Or you could just kick the field goal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 26, check 26.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Okay, ready? 98's the mic.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll set up a throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, fellas.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
45's the mic.
Off play action. Clifford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Geno Atkins got home that time. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Clifford. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Back to throw. Clifford drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Look, squeeze. Yo, cheetah.
2nd and 6.
No.
And this is caught. It's Parker. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on,
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Delta.
Check 50.
5.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Protein's fit.
Hatchets at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Brooks.
Get there.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
You ready?
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get it.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Bring it up.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
On first down, Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
98. 98's the mic. Let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Recon 132 fighting.
2nd and 11. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
General, West.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got you.
Ready.
On third down, here's Lindsey.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Clifford out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Kamara has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, first down.
Back to throw here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
Bullet high.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready, set,
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Go.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Third down and 8.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
At all costs. Ready.
From the gun, Clifford. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. They will hit the road next next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall...